In the heart of Tibet, in the 11th century, a sage was born who would become a beacon of wisdom, known as Milarepa. Born into a family of wealth, Milarepa's early years were marked by comfort and privilege. However, life has a way of testing us in the most unexpected ways, and for young Milarepa, this test came early. The death of his father, a prominent merchant, changed the course of his life dramatically. His father's sudden demise left the family's wealth in the hands of unscrupulous relatives, plunging Milarepa and his mother into a life of hardship. Stripped of their wealth and status, the world as they knew it ceased to exist. But little did they know, these trials were merely the prologue to a much larger story, one that would inspire generations to come. Thus began the tale of Milarepa, a story of transformation and enlightenment. In the face of adversity, young Milarepa was led down a dark path. As the echoes of an unjust world rang in his ears, Milarepa found himself caught in a web of anger and despair. His inheritance, a symbol of his parents' love and care, was unjustly stolen by his very own relatives. This betrayal ignited a flame of revenge in Milarepa's heart, a flame that would soon engulf his life. A young man of keen intellect and indomitable spirit, Milarepa sought the means to exact his vengeance. He turned to the arcane arts, learning the secrets of black magic from a sorcerer who saw potential in his rage. Though this path was shrouded in darkness, Milarepa tread on, driven by the burning desire for justice. His newfound power, however, was not a beacon of justice, but a harbinger of death and destruction. Armed with black magic, Milarepa called upon the forces of nature to rain down devastation upon his deceitful relatives. His wrath was so great that he caused an entire house to collapse during a feast, claiming the lives of 35 people, and leaving many others in the throes of grief and despair. Yet this act of vengeance did not quench Milarepa's thirst for justice. Instead, it left a bitter taste in his mouth. He had become a purveyor of pain, a dealer of death. The realization of this fact filled Milarepa with a profound sense of regret. He had become the mirror image of those who had wronged him, and he loathed the reflection that stared back at him. In the midst of his self-loathing, Milarepa felt a spark of hope. It was a longing for redemption, a desire to wash his hands clean of the blood that stained them. This longing marked the end of Milarepa's path of revenge, and the beginning of his journey towards redemption. The path of vengeance left Milarepa filled with regret and longing for redemption. The tale of Milarepa serves as a stark reminder that revenge, while tempting, often leads to a path of darkness and regret. It is a lesson in the perils of letting anger and resentment guide our actions. Haunted by his past actions, Milarepa embarked on a quest for redemption. A man burdened with guilt and regret, Milarepa yearned for spiritual guidance to steer himself away from the path of vengeance and towards the path of enlightenment. His journey led him to a renowned guru, Marpa the translator, a man known far and wide for his wisdom and spiritual prowess. Marpa, however, proved to be a demanding teacher. He saw in Milarepa a deep-rooted guilt that needed purging and a spirit that needed molding. Marpa set forth a series of seemingly insurmountable tasks for Milarepa, pushing him to the edge, testing his endurance, patience, and resilience. Each task appeared more challenging than the last, yet Milarepa persevered, driven by his intense desire for redemption. The tasks were not merely physical trials, but were symbolic of the spiritual journey that Milarepa had embarked on. They were mirrors reflecting his past actions, his guilt, and his desperate need for redemption. With every task that Milarepa undertook, he was not only proving his commitment to Marpa, but also to himself. He was demonstrating his readiness to let go of his past and embrace a path of compassion, wisdom, and spiritual growth. This journey was far from easy. There were times when Milarepa faltered, doubted, and despaired. But each time he stumbled, he picked himself up, dusted off the dirt, and continued his journey with renewed vigor. His unwavering determination to seek redemption, to transform himself from a man driven by revenge to a man seeking enlightenment, was a testament to his strength of character and his dedication to his spiritual journey. Through his trials and tribulations, Milarepa learnt the essence of humility, patience, and unwavering dedication. He learnt to let go of his guilt and embrace compassion. He learnt that the path to redemption was not a straight and easy one, but a winding road full of challenges and tests. Yet, it was a road worth traveling, for at the end of it lay the ultimate truth, the path to enlightenment. His relentless pursuit of redemption led him to the doorstep of enlightenment. With unwavering determination, Milarepa set out on the most challenging journey of his life. At the heart of this journey was his spiritual guide, the learned Marpa. Under Marpa's guidance, Milarepa embarked on a path of profound spiritual practices, which would lead him to the most enigmatic realms of human consciousness. Marpa, however, was not an easy master. His methods were unconventional and rigorous. Yet, Milarepa, driven by his deep longing for redemption, embraced his teachings with an open heart. The path to enlightenment was not a smooth one for Milarepa. He faced countless hardships, not the least of which was the harsh climate of the Himalayan mountains. His austere lifestyle, devoid of any comforts or luxuries, was a stark contrast to the life he had led before. He lived in isolation, cut off from the rest of the world. His only companions were the rocky caves he meditated in and the silent whispers of the wind. But it was in this solitude that Milarepa found his strength. Through his intense meditation, he began to unravel the mysteries of the universe and his place within it. His mind, once clouded by anger and revenge, was now filled with a profound sense of peace and clarity. He began to understand the true nature of existence and the interconnectedness of all life. Despite the hardships, Milarepa remained steadfast in his pursuit of enlightenment. His unwavering determination was a testament to his inner strength and resilience. He faced each challenge with grace, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. His journey was not just a physical one, traversing the treacherous terrains of the Himalayas, but also a spiritual one, exploring the depths of his own consciousness. Milarepa's ascetic lifestyle and his rigorous meditation practices eventually bore fruit. After many years of solitude and introspection, he attained enlightenment. His enlightenment was not a sudden, miraculous event, but a gradual unfolding. It was the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and unwavering faith in his spiritual path. Enlightenment, for Milarepa, was not an end in itself, but a means to an end. It was a tool for understanding the nature of reality and for cultivating compassion and wisdom. By attaining enlightenment, Milarepa had not only freed himself from the chains of his past, but also unlocked the potential to help others on their spiritual journeys. His journey to enlightenment was not a solitary one. It was a journey shared by all beings, each treading their own path, each facing their own challenges. In his attainment of enlightenment, Milarepa showed us that it is possible for every one of us to transcend our limitations and attain our highest potential. And so, through perseverance, Milarepa reached the pinnacle of spiritual enlightenment. From the heights of enlightenment, Milarepa shared profound wisdom. Milarepa's teachings, as timeless as the Himalayas themselves, focus on the importance of meditation, renunciation, karma, and compassion. Let's delve into these profound teachings that continue to inspire millions to this day. Meditation was a cornerstone of Milarepa's teachings. For him, it was more than merely a technique for calming the mind. He saw it as the key to unlocking the door to a deeper understanding of the self and the universe. He emphasized that through meditation one could cultivate mindfulness and awareness, ultimately leading to a state of pure consciousness, free from the shackles of worldly attachment and illusion. Renunciation, another significant aspect of Milarepa's teachings, went hand in hand with his emphasis on meditation. He taught that it was not simply about giving up material possessions, but more importantly, about relinquishing attachment to desires and expectations. Through renunciation, he believed, one could learn to live in the present moment, free from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future. Karma, the universal law of cause and effect, was also central to Milarepa's teachings. He upheld that every action, no matter how small, has consequences. We are the architects of our own destinies, he taught, and by understanding the law of karma, we can learn to navigate life with wisdom and mindfulness, making choices that lead to peace and happiness. Compassion for Milarepa was not merely a virtue but a way of life. He believed in the interconnectedness of all beings and taught that by cultivating compassion, we can recognize and honor this interconnectedness. His teachings on compassion urge us to extend our empathy, not just to the people we know and love, but to all beings, regardless of their actions or circumstances. What's particularly unique about Milarepa's teachings is his use of poetic songs to encapsulate his wisdom. These songs, known as dohas, are deeply meaningful verses that convey profound spiritual insights. Through his dohas, Milarepa shared his teachings in a manner that touched the hearts of people far and wide, transcending the barriers of language and culture. In one such doha, he sings, "In the monastery of your heart and body, you have a temple where all Buddhas unite." This verse beautifully encapsulates his teachings, urging us to recognize the divine within us and realize that we are, in fact, the architects of our own enlightenment. Milarepa's teachings continue to guide countless souls on their spiritual journey. His wisdom, distilled in his teachings, serves as a beacon of light, guiding us towards a path of inner peace, mindfulness, and compassion. Through his teachings, Milarepa continues to live on, inspiring us to strive for enlightenment and to live our lives with wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness. The echoes of Milarepa's wisdom resonate even today. His life, marked by a journey from sin to salvation, from revenge to redemption, and from ignorance to enlightenment, ended in tranquility. It's said that Milarepa passed away in a meditative posture, a gentle smile on his lips, embodying the serenity he had attained. Milarepa's death, however, did not mark the end of his influence. Quite the contrary, it was the beginning of an enduring legacy that continues to inspire millions around the globe. His teachings, encapsulated in his spontaneous songs and poems, have become a cornerstone of Tibetan Buddhism. They offer profound insights into the nature of life, suffering, and the path to liberation. The legacy of Milarepa is not confined within the boundaries of Tibet or Buddhism alone. His life story, a testament to the transformative power of determination and repentance, has transcended cultural and religious barriers. It has found resonance among people across the world, irrespective of their faith or philosophy. His teachings have been likened to a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for those lost in the darkness of ignorance and despair. The life of Milarepa also serves as a reminder that enlightenment is not the exclusive domain of the divine or the ordained. It's within the reach of ordinary humans, accessible to those who have the courage to confront their inner demons, the resolve to overcome their past mistakes, and the will to tread the path of wisdom with unwavering dedication. Milarepa's story is a powerful narrative of transformation. From a vengeful sorcerer, he became a revered sage. His journey exemplifies the boundless potential of the human spirit, its capacity for change, growth, and transcendence. His teachings, rooted in compassion and wisdom, continue to guide seekers on their spiritual journey, inspiring them to strive for a higher state of being. In the life of Milarepa, we find a testament to the power of transformation and the boundless potential of the human spirit. The life of Milarepa is a journey from darkness to light, from despair to hope. It's a tale that begins with a young boy's thirst for revenge and culminates in a man's quest for enlightenment, a journey that resonates with each of us as we navigate the complexities of life. Milarepa's life is a testament to the transformative power of redemption and the relentless pursuit of spiritual growth. His initial path of revenge, driven by anger and bitterness, led him down a dark road. But it was his yearning for redemption that sparked a profound transformation, leading him towards the path of spirituality and enlightenment. From an avenger to a seeker, Milarepa's journey is a reminder that change is possible for each of us, regardless of our past actions. His teachings, rooted in compassion and understanding, offer a beacon of light in our often tumultuous world. They serve as a guide, encouraging us to seek wisdom within ourselves and to extend love and kindness to all beings. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, the relevance of Milarepa's teachings is more pronounced than ever. They encourage us to slow down, to look inward, and to cultivate a sense of peace and understanding. They remind us that real happiness and fulfillment stem not from external achievements, but from inner contentment and peace. Milarepa's legacy, therefore, is not just his spiritual teachings, but also the example he set through his own life. It's a legacy of transformation, of the power of determination and resilience, and of the boundless potential that lies within each of us. As we step into the future, let us carry Milarepa's wisdom in our hearts. Let his teachings guide us as we navigate the challenges and complexities of life. Let us remember that, like Milarepa, we too have the potential to transform our lives and to find inner peace and enlightenment. May the wisdom of Milarepa guide us towards a path of compassion, understanding, and enlightenment. Thank you for joining us on this journey.